start this thing off right with our HBCU Spotlight. Yes, yeah. Jackson State women's basketball, they won the 2021 SWAC tournament. So the Jackson State Lady Tigers are headed to the big dance after defeating the Alabama State Lady Hornets by a final score of 67-66 in the 2021 Crickets Wireless Women's Basketball Tournament at Bartow Arena. Ooh, shoot. Now, in the first quarter of play, the Lady Tigers and Lady Hornets were locked into a close game midway through the quarter before JSU opened it with a 22-14 lead at the end of the first quarter. So they was in there getting it. We got to get it. We got to get this thing. So in the second quarter, Alabama State used a 9-4 swing to pull back within a 29-23 deficit with 4:07 to go in the first half. All right, so we got a close game. It's going down, right? So down the stretch of the second quarter, JSU knocked down 7 free throws to take a 37-24 lead into the halftime. Alabama State, they trailed 46-29 with 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That's that 4-4-4 in the third quarter, trimming the deficit to down to just the 4 points in that same period before Jackson State pushed the lead back to 9 in the fourth quarter with a 59-50 lead, right? So the Lady Hornets pulled to within 4 points of Jackson State with the 67-57 point game with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game. So a young lady named Farrah Pearson, she got a layup, and then so that put Jackson State up to 61-60, and then the 3-pointer, bam, from behind the arc by a young lady named Ayanna Emanuel. So we got a game, right? We got a game coming down to the final seconds. After a defensive stop, Alabama State took the lead. Oh, shoot. They took the lead with 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining on an Emmanuel 3-pointer. So that put the game to 63-61 with Alabama State up at this point. And then the two teams traded buckets until Pearson and the Lady Hornets. She put the Lady Hornets up 66-65 with 30 seconds left in the game. Now we got even more droppers because young Pearson, they made the shot. It's 66-65, 30 seconds left in the game. Alabama State, like, hey, man, we got to stop them, and we win. Jackson State, like, hey, we got to hit the shot, and we win. So Jackson State, they hit a pair of free throws with 13 seconds left to take a 67-66 lead, which basically was the go-ahead bucket to put Jackson State in the victory seat. And so Alabama State, at that point, when the free throw was hit to make it 66-7, they called a timeout. So Alabama State had a pair of good looks at the basket in the final 3 seconds before Jackson State cleared the rebound to claim the win and earned the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament for the SWAC. They're representing the SWAC. The Lady Tigers were led by Deja Rogan. I'm thinking I'm saying her name. Deja Rogan, who finished with 25 points in the game and 3 assists. She was subsequently named the Cricket Wireless SWAC Women's Basketball Tournament Most Valuable Player. JSU's Jones had 13 points and 9 rebounds, while Kishana Luckett had 9 points. A young lady last name Williams finished with 11 points and 13 rebounds and 6 blocks. Emmanuel led the Lady Hornets, and she balled out too, so shout out to Miss Emmanuel. But she led the Lady Hornets with 17 points and 4 assists, while Tamira Thomas had a career high 11 points and 5 rebounds off the bench. So Alabama State's Pearson added 9, and Jayla Crawford had 8 points for Alabama State, who finished shooting. She shot 33.8% from the floor and 26.7% from behind the 3-point line. So as a team, Jackson State went 20 of 52 from the field and out-rebounded Alabama State 46-36. Hey, rebounds, turnovers, and assists matter. So JSU improved to 18-5 overall on the season. Glad to have a winning record. 15-1 in SWAC and achieved their first SWAC tournament championship since 2008. Shout out to Jackson State women for winning that 2021 SWAC tournament championship. Hey, man, like I tell you, I don't know what's going on in Jackson State. And I don't want to just say it's the Deion effect, but the Jackson State folk, they bringing it. They're doing it. They're saying this is our time, and we're taking full advantage of it. So shout out to the Jackson State women. Shout out to Jackson State and everything that they got going on over there. They've been balling, and the programs are, it's like a residual effect, like serendipity is happening. All these programs are out there doing their thing and they winning. So shout out to those ladies at Jackson State, but also shout out to the Alabama State women basketball squad as well for putting up a great game. 67-66. Y'all was in it to win it. Y'all was refusing to lose, and I ain't mad at y'all. So shout out to Alabama State, but most of all, shout out to Jackson State women for winning that SWAC championship. And that, therefore, is our HBCU Spotlight that show. That HBCU Spotlight. Yeah. Yes, sir.